The M&P snakeskin Cerakote is to the basic M&P what Kim Kardashian is to Kourtney. It's sexier, has more presence, personality, and is a bit more intriguing. The M&P has taken the position of mistress in the polymer gun world, with Glock fanboys cheating on their Glocks left and right. But if the basic M&P is a mistress, then the M&P snakeskin Cerakote is a homewrecker. Let's get something straight. This gun should be hideous. Snakeskin Cerakote? Are you kidding me? Who does that? Well, Brandon at Moderno.com does. I mean, this is his gun. But you know what? I'm glad he did it, because this gun looks exceptional. The folks at VNC Industries really put their foot in this job. The pattern is gracefully subtle, yet eye-catching without screaming, "Look at me, I'm a snakeskin M&P and my owner is a tool." The pattern colors weave in and out flawlessly, depriving it of any definitive beginning or end, and it's simply magnificent. This gun has more personality than Ellen DeGeneres after her 5th Patron shot. Originally chambered in the 40 Smith & Wesson, this gun is a bit bi-curious, as it's fitted with the Storm Lake 40 Smith & Wesson to 9mm conversion barrel with the stainless finish, which gives the gun a nice accent color against the armor black and the sniper gray finish of the Cerakote. The trigger on this gun is an Apex Tactical Duty Carry Action Enhancement Kit and an AEK trigger. And to be honest with you, this trigger deserves an entire video of its own, because honestly, it really is that good. As far as ergonomics are concerned, the M&P is top notch. However, the Cerakote process has given this gun an added level of grippiness, for lack of a better word, and it feels great. It's not the type of grippiness that you would package up and sell. It's more personal, like after years of use, the gun just feels broken in kind of grippiness. The recoil is absolutely non-existent. Single shots, double taps, rapid fire are child's play for the M&P. However, I think this is just an overall M&P characteristic and not due to any of the modifications on the snakeskin Cerakote version. The AEK trigger kit and trigger are the business. The only polymer trigger that comes close to this trigger is the trigger on the PPQ. Now the face of the trigger is flat, but very comfortable. I can't really honestly think of a trigger finger that wouldn't feel at home against the face of this trigger. Now I will say this though, do not limp wrist this gun. This gun does not like to be limp wristed. But personally, I think the issue with limp wristing and having hangups are due to the conversion barrel, if anything else. Now there isn't a trigger pull per se, because the trigger doesn't pull, it really honestly slices. Hot knife through butter comes to mind. It's not a super trigger, but it is one of the best duty carry triggers that I've come across. The reset is audible and talked out, but you don't get that springy reset feel that you get from Glocks that slap the back of your finger after the reset. But besides that, this trigger is awesome. The 10x8 performance sights with the brass bead front sight and the blacked out rears are good. I just wish the front sight had a higher contrast against the blacked out rear sights, but they're good sights nonetheless. There are a lot of play from side to side, but I tend to like that. I'm not really used to shooting blacked out rear sights, but I now see their advantages. Many rear sights are too distracting and they take your focus away from the important front sight, like the horrible Glock U-Box rear sight, which is an attention whore. For me, the M&P was already pretty accurate, and with the modded sights, the trigger, and I want to say to some degree the really expensive Storm Lake barrel, it made the gun even easier to shoot. My groups weren't top shot impressive, but I feel very confident shooting this gun fast. I usually have a hard time shooting slow, so it's good to have a gun that gives you the confidence to shoot faster, even if it's simply stroking my ego. In short, I love this gun, especially during a time where polymer handguns have taken over and every gun starts to look like some retard variant of the other. It's refreshing to see some flair from a polymer gun that isn't cheesy and overly shouty, like, "Hey, look at me, I'm a snakeskin M&P and my owner's a tool."